I'm going to show you how to set up more account tracking codes from the interface of your computer. It makes it a little bit easier if you're inputting a number of codes than trying to type it in on the LCD of the printer itself. So to log into your web interface, you go up to your browser and you put in the IP address of the printer itself. So in this case, I'm going to put in the IP address, and there's no www first, just the IP address by itself, and then hit enter. And now we're in the web connection for our printer. Now to set up account tracking codes, that's an administrator function. So you're going to log in as administrator. You're going to say log in, and it's going to ask you for your administrator password, which in many cases is the default, the numbers 1 through 8, and then OK. And now we're logged into the machine from our web console. So if we come up here to the top, you'll see the account track settings, and if I click on that, it's going to give me the ability to come over here to the left, choose account track settings, and it's going to show the one account track user that's been set up so far. But I'm going to choose new registration. I'm going to let the machine use its own opening number, but I'm going to give a new password for this new user. And let's say we're going to give it password number 2525. It's going to ask us to retype the password right below it to confirm that we put it in correctly. And then we're going to put the name of the user or the department so that when we print out the list at the end of the month, we know what name of the user is attributed to that password. So in this case, we're going to just hypothetically say it's Tom. You have options to give separate permissions. You could allow Tom to be able to scan in color, but not to print in color. You could say that Tom is allowed to print in black only. But if you want to give Tom access to all of the printing and scanning functionality the machine has to offer, you can leave these permissions as are, which give you full capabilities. You also can give maximum allowances of how many color prints. You could say Tom can print in color, but when he's hit 1,000 color prints, it's going to prompt him to see the administrator. So you could put on limits, whether it's 1,000, whether it's 50,000. It just makes sure that nobody's going to really abuse the use of that color printer. If you're not worried about the permissions, you can leave those alone and you go ahead and just print OK. Now that you've hit OK, you're done. It says completed, and you can continue registration if you want, which goes back to the main screen. And then you can go back to account track setting and put in another one. But there you see that we have Tom inputted in there. So that's how you add additional users for account track settings. I'm going to show you another video where we show you how to enter the account track settings you've set up in a computer so that the computer that you're printing from will recognize what user code you want to track the usage by. So let's say this is Tom's computer. In the next video, I'm going to show you how to set up Tom's computer so that it has his access code that will be tracked each time he prints. So we'll show you that in how to set up account tracking on a computer.